Hello, this is Taro Ishida. Today, I want to talk about something that might sound very technical at first, but is actually full of meaning. Why is Gagaku tuned to 430 Hz? That's 10 Hz lower than the global standard of A equal 440 Hz in Western music, or even 12 Hz lower than A equal 442 Hz, which is used by many orchestras today. But Gagaku, Japanese imperial court music, with a history of over 1,300 years, has its own tuning system. And the decision to set its standard pitch to 430 Hz was not made to conform to the global standard, but for an entirely different reason. The history behind Gagaku's pitch. In 1968, a major effort was made to standardize the tuning of Gagaku instruments. Until then, instruments like the show were tuned differently depending on who made them or who played them. This made ensemble performance difficult. The person who led the effort to unify the pitch was Yoshihisa Oshida, the first chairman of the Japan Gagaku Society. He used the Western standard of 440 Hz as a reference point, but instead of simply adapting it, he recalculated the pitch using the traditional Japanese tonal system. In particular, he based the system on oshiki, a traditional foundational tune in Gagaku. As a result, A equal 430 Hz was established as the standard. By 1973, a full set of 12 tuning forks was created, and these were distributed to instrument makers and performance groups across Japan. This standardization helped make practice, teaching, and even international exchange much easier. Interestingly, this 430 pitch was later found to match the pitch used during the Tang and Song dynasties in China. A beautiful coincidence, but again, this wasn't the intention. Not about matching the West. What's crucial here is that this standardization wasn't about adjusting Japanese music to fill global norms. Rather, it was about solidifying and preserving Japan's own musical values within its own cultural sphere. Oshida and his colleagues weren't looking outward for validation. They were saying, let's organize our own music from within. Let's strengthen what makes Gagaku unique and pass that on to the future. This kind of mindset really impressed me. It shows that even something like tuning carries a strong musical philosophy. It wasn't just about making things easier to play. It was about protecting an entire cultural framework. Today, Gagaku is still mostly performed at 430 Hz. Of course, some musicians can adapt to 440 Hz when collaborating with Western instruments, but within the Gagaku world, 430 Hz is the natural standard. That, to me, speaks volumes. There is a quiet and powerful intention behind the pitch. From pitch to philosophy. When something hears Gagaku is tuned to 430 Hz, they might just say, "Oh, interesting," and move on. But if you ask why, especially if you ask someone from the Gagaku world, you will usually get a fascinating answer. It's because the pitch itself connects deeply to the roots of music. As a composer, not a musicologist, I find this really exciting. You might think, What bothers thinking about pitch or tuning when writing music? But actually, there's a lot of creative inspiration to be found there. Let me give you an example. I once read the quote, either from Glenn Gould or Herbert von Karajan, I forgot who exactly. In a conversation, someone asked them, why do harmonies change in Western music? Why do chords progress instead of staying still? And the answer was, because equal temperament sounds impure. The chords are dissonant, so we change harmonies to escape that tension. That really stuck to me. See, on a piano, which uses equal temperament, the interval was slightly off compared to perfect harmony. They are not true pure. If you play a simple C major chord, C, E, G, it sounds fine, but it's not perfectly in tune. To achieve that, you'd need to just intonation, which human voices or strings can do, but piano can't. This impurity is one reason Western music keeps moving forward. It's always trying to resolving something. But here is the twist. Composer Lamont Young in the US took the opposite approach. He created pieces where perfectly tuned intervals, pure just intonation, drawn on 4 hours. No chord changes, no harmonic movement, just pure, still sound. It's like he was saying, if the tuning is perfect, there's no need to change anything. And that too is a musical philosophy, a reaction to the imperfections of the modern system. You could even say that piano became popular because they sacrificed purity for practicality. They are convenient, industrialized instruments, so they spread worldwide. From that point of view, pitch and tuning are not side issues. They are at the very heart of what kind of music gets made. Gagaku's alternative model. Finally, one more note. The late master of Ryuteki, a flute used in Gagaku, Sukiyasu Shiba, wrote in one of his books that Gagaku was originally played closer to 420 Hz. He was even tried to return to the tuning in some of his performances. So this topic can go even deeper, but let's leave that for another time. For now, I just want to say, even something as simple as pitch contains ideas, history, and intentions. And exploring that can help us understand not only Gagaku, but the philosophy behind all music. Thanks for listening. This was Taro Ishida. If you have any questions or ideas, just drop them in the comment below.